Do farmers markets matter? That's the question I'm going to try to answer in today's video. Hey guys, it's Morgan from Goldshaw Farm, and as you probably can tell, I'm not at the farm today. I'm down in DC for work, and I figured this would be a good opportunity to talk to you about something that's very important to me. Ever since we moved to DC a few years back, I developed a very specific Sunday ritual. I'd get up early in the morning, go hit the gym. I fully recognize how ridiculous it is that I have to spend an hour or so every day getting exercise at a place like this. And then after the gym, I'd go to the Dupont Circle Farmers Market here in Washington, DC.
The Dupont's Farmers Market is actually my favorite farmers market in DC. It's got some of the biggest selection and some of the best vendors in the city. So I know that the booth right behind me doesn't look all that attractive, but the stuff they have in there is amazing. It's Cibola Farms. They're a bison farm out in Culpeper, Virginia. I've been there before and gotten to tour the place, and it's amazing walking around and seeing all the bison graze. When you walk around here, it's nice because you get to know the different vendors. You get to make friends with the farmers. You get to learn about their various growing practices. I, for one, have gotten more into agriculture because of a lot of the people I ended up meeting here at this very farmers market. Today I want to share with you guys 4 very important reasons why shopping at the farmers market is a good thing. Number 1, you get access to incredible quality food. I mean, look at the variety and diversity of stuff that they have here. There's so much good food here. It's incredible.
Do the freshest local mushrooms around here. These are all organic. You can't even go to a Whole Foods and buy some of these.
You're not going to find better quality meats and vegetables in a city like DC than at the farmers market. Just no question about it. The quality cannot be beat. By going to farmers markets and meeting the people who grow your food, you're able to have a tighter connection with your food. That's something that's very hard to do when you're surrounded by concrete, like in a place like this.
It's important for people to understand the whole chain of where food starts and where it ends up and what that takes.
When you go to a grocery store, you are seeing things that have been highly processed often. They're packaged, animals that have been completely, disassembled, the shrink wrap, vegetables that are coming out of season from Peru, from Mexico, from Israel, all over the world. It's kind of important to know at a basic level that tomatoes are a summer vegetable or fruit that grow in the heat. And you'd be surprised how many people we encounter that don't know basic things about food. And so the market is important, I think, for education.
Our perceptions today are so skewed by what it's like to just walk into a grocery store and have any type of vegetable or fruit on demand at any given moment.
When you go to a grocery store or even, Whole Foods, there's not that direct connection where you can say, tell me about when this was raised, or when were these eggs collected, or what exactly goes into this pasta, or how do you make it? So it's a nice way to connect with your food and connect with people who are growing it.
Farmers markets become somewhat of a pop-up community for people, and that in and of itself offers value. Cities can be lonely places. Having a community that you can see on a regular weekly basis of people that you walk in and you say, hey, how's it going? And you chat and you talk about the weather and you talk about what's in season and you talk about what's going on in the city and you talk about how stupid Donald Trump is. There's something nice about that. There's something nice about having a community that you can connect into.
Well, it's a really nice gathering place. I find a lot of people kind of sit and hang out in the grassy areas and talk about what's in season and what kind of things they're buying, and which vendors have the best rhubarb now, or who has the most delicious eggs, which I think are Smith Meadows. And so it's a nice way to connect with your community through food, which is a very cool thing to do.
Well, I know a lot of people get married to people meet at farmers markets. We've seen proposals and stuff. That really works for people.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. We've seen proposals at this market. We've seen proposals at a few other markets. It's a lot of tourism. I mean, it brings people together. It's great.
Awesome.
See a lot of friends, family hanging out, kids, getting out.
We just had a stroller convention here. So it's, you see all sorts of interesting people, and you make some friends, and we bring fresh food to them. And it comes with a very small carbon footprint, if that's the important to people, which I think it is. And it's here, and if they've got questions, there's the farmer. So
I'm better at farming than I'm talking. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Farmers markets are just such a great gathering place and center of activity, and the energy and enthusiasm that you see, and everybody excited to see all the great food. It's a lot of fun. Another reason why farmers markets are important is because they're important to the farmer. For a farmer to have the ability to have access to their customers and get a sense of what their customers are looking for, to cut out the middleman and be able to sell their products at a retail price, for a farmer's business, that's very important.
It's great because we can connect directly to the consumer. We can get a retail price rather than selling to a distributor. We get a lower price, and that way too it's better for the customer because we can guarantee that it's fresher. It doesn't have to get transported somewhere, then we lose money and then the customer doesn't get as fresh of a product.
This is our cornerstone market. This is where we get the bulk of our income. We sell probably close to 100 to 200 pounds of mushrooms every weekend here.
By going to farmers markets and buying directly from the farmers, you're doing good for these small farmers. People today often lament about the lack of small farms in this world. But then they're also the same people who complain and say that spending money at a farmer's market costs too much goddamn money. Well, you got to recognize those two things are connected. The true cost of food and the true cost of doing sustainable food at a smaller scale is baked into the price when you're buying it from a farmer directly. I wasn't always gung-ho about farmers markets. I used to think that they were a scam. When we first got married, Allison was the one who had to convince me to go shop at farmers markets. And I was always feeling like, oh, this is a sham. They're just charging you extra money because they recognize that people are dumb and will pay for anything artisanal. There is a cost to having cheap food. There's a lot of shortcuts that get taken when you're growing pigs or chickens in a warehouse versus out on pasture. By going to the farmer's market and meeting your farmer and knowing your farmer, you actually get a better sense of what the true cost of your food should be. If you want to watch some of our past videos, check them out here. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you completely disagree with me, be sure to leave your comments down below. I'm happy to interact and tell you why you're wrong. And hope you have a great day.